What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I just told you a little bit ago I'd probably be back. Howie's probably going to trade up or trade for a player. Liz, I just saw your comment. I don't know. I feel like Howie's watching the show at this point. Holy shenanigans. We just traded for DeAndre Swift. So you guys tuned into the show yesterday. We talked about this young man. They drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, so could definitely be on the trade block, right? Well, he sure is. So we give them a 2025 fourth-round pick. We talked about all of that ammo we have. We were going to use it. Well, sure enough, we did. So you give away a fourth-round pick in 2 years, and then you swap picks in the seventh round with them. You go from 219 to 249. Yeah, dude. So just like I said yesterday, the Eagles brought in Penny. They have Kenneth Gainwell here, like the running back room. I know a lot of people did not. I like both of those running backs, but if you're not going to find someone in this draft that you like, we could possibly trade for someone. Now, I know a lot of you guys were talking about Derrick Henry, Kareem Hunt, all of these big names, but as we talked about yesterday, DeAndre Swift, he's one of the guys that actually has a contract that would be quite easy for the Eagles to dance with. So, we got him, ladies and gentlemen. You see here, added him to the depth chart here, and I put Gainwell and Penny behind him. It's going to be a three-headed monster. I'm all about it. But Swift better be leading the way if he can stay healthy. If Penny can stay healthy, oh, my Lord. So we just got ourselves very low risk, high reward trade here. And this offense is, like I said, going to be the number one. But now I feel strongly this is definitely going to be the number one offense. So let's effing go, Howie. He just continues to wheel and deal. Now, if you missed yesterday's show, I will show you the graphic from yesterday talking about his cap situation, how the Eagles can make it work. So we're looking at his contract. He's on the final year here. So maybe when you trade him, you try to give him an extension is one of the things we had mentioned here yesterday. It doesn't really save you much money, but you're giving up draft capital here. You don't want him to just walk next year, but hey, we'll see how it goes. I'll find out all those details when I get done here. But you see here, no matter what would have happened with the Lions, the money would have been the same. So you might as well try to trade him so you can get something in return. They do that, and they save themselves 1.7 mil in cap space. Have to take on almost a mil, though, there. So we take on a $2.7 million cap hit. Now, you're hearing from everybody, Eagles don't have cap space. They can't do it. Look, a lot of the content creators and media have been catching on, tuning into the show. So let's try to get everybody else. If anybody's telling you, feel free to tag me, post this video, whatever. Let's start teaching people how the cap works. So proud of all the people out there taking my work. You guys are doing well. Let's get the correct information out here. So this is what the cap looked like when we were talking about it. We talk about the draft pick cap hits, 4.4, not sure where everyone gets 8, 9, 10, 47 million. That's not real. So you see what the actual number is. You subtract that from the cap space we had. We had 14.2 to work with here in the draft. That is why I talked about trading for a player. So 2.7 mil is the cap hit, but you are replacing him with the guy that is on the bottom of the 51. So he's really only going to cost us about 1.5 mil. So that's going to bring you down to about 13 some mil there, maybe a little under there. So, 1.5, that would be 12.7, right? So, look, you're still at around $13 million after. So we'll just call it 12.5. I know somebody will get upset about that. So 12.5 is around the range. Look, I think that, that's pretty good. So whoever's saying we don't have cap, I advise them to start learning about it because, well, we do, and we just used some of it and traded for a running back. So, yep, we got him, ladies and gentlemen. Now, with giving up those picks, we talked about having 26 picks to start this day. Well. We have 9 as it stands right now. We have 9 next year and then 7 the following year. So, 25 total here. Really just wheeling and dealing, acquiring more picks, moving on. So you only lost 1 pick total. Now, of course, the rounds changed and all that great stuff. We had 12 next year, 8 the year after. We only started with 6. So, yeah, those numbers moved around. And that is exactly what we talked about this entire offseason. Expect those things to happen. And, well, they happened. So, look, man, been a phenomenal draft, but now you add DeAndre Swift. You've still got 4 picks coming up. Oh, my God, Howie, you son of a bitch. When I said, 20 minutes ago when we were talking about this trade, I I told you I was going to be thanking Howie heavily next time I get to see him. Dude, I am going to be losing my mind when I see him. Like, dude, I've been trying to tell people I'm getting a job with this dude. I'm telling you, because there was no one else out here going to war for him when everybody wanted him fired. And my God, you imagine if we fired him. We made it to the Super Bowl after they said that. I mean, yeah, man, I'm pretty pumped. But he has to be. I mean, at this point, come on, 5 years in a row, every draft pick I've ever told you guys we've gotten. I mean, that's kind of insane. Like, I just, at this point, it's like, all right, dude. And I know a lot of you guys say, like, I'm Howie's burner and stuff, but it's like, hey, I'm right here. I'm talking. He's right there. I don't know, man. This is nuts. This is nuts. So I love it. Love the shout out, Liz. Appreciate you. And yes, love to see you guys joining aboard. Let's go, baby. Last year it was a lonely ship, but I told you this year we're going right back. I don't care what anybody says. I knew Howie was going to build a contender. Go back to the last couple of months and you'll hear it all ringing true, baby. I try to get people on board with things that actually happen. I know the hot takes, misinformation are big around these parts, but for me, I like sticking to what actually happens. And for those of you who enjoy that stuff, appreciate you always tuning in, showing that support, giving me the shout outs when, you know, I'm trying to put that work in. So I appreciate you, but he sure has. And look, man, this is why I break it down. You can easily do this, you know, if you understand it. That's the issue. The media, a lot of people just don't know how this works. So that's why everyone's so confused. But look, man, I break it all down into detail for a reason, and I'm loving every second of this move, and it truly is a masterclass. And hey, if you guys need any lessons throughout the offseason, feel free to subscribe down below. I'm always trying to teach about all this stuff, how the cap works, how draft picks, what a defense is, everything that was last year. Apparently, I don't know. So it was just people couldn't figure it out. What's a Sam linebacker? Odd fronts. What is that? It's just like, oh boy. And these are the ones telling us that the Eagles were the next Jets, huh? All right, no doubt. And look, we still have lots of money, as I just showed you, so we could do whatever we want. And yes, I mean, I'll repeat what I've said throughout the last couple months. I think we could trade for a couple people. Luffy, you've heard me say that over and over, as I was just saying also 20 minutes ago while we were talking. Expect these things to happen because we've got the ammo. We've got the cap space. I mean, I sat here for months trying to get people on board. Sean, my man, you know. Liz, you know. You've been listening. I've seen you in the chat. So I know. I'm doing my best out here, and I can't do it without you. So I appreciate you. But, hey, man, you're not premature. I've been saying Super Bowl. You're seeing everybody jumping aboard that train. And look, I'll be happily the conductor again this season. I happily will stand against the grain always, man. That's what I'm about. I'm about educating. Let them keep hating. I'll keep educating. That's the motto for a reason, man. And I told you, did I not say today was probably going to be another insane day? Expected. We're not picking for it. Nope. It's going to be insanity. I couldn't even start the pregame show before that draft happened. Pure chaos has ensued all day. And then we're going to have another pick. I'll make a show about that. Then we'll have another pick, and I'll make a show about that. And then another. So we're going to have 542 effing videos out here, and I'm all about it. Let's go. And I will be making, and as I've explained to you guys a million times, when I do start working for the Eagles, I will happily have this because what my pitch is going to be is let's get people the content they want, they deserve. Let's get people excited. Let's go talk to real Eagles fans. Let's talk to experts. Let's talk to the players, ex-players. Let's get excitement around it. Let's give you an inside look at things that maybe you aren't able to see with other people. So, as I've said consistently, while you ride with me, I will never go anywhere. But yeah, you guys have heard me say that a million times. So yeah, I didn't just change that, Luffy. I'm going to continue riding. And as long as you guys ride with me, I remember everyone that, gives me the credit for what I say. I also remember all the people that take my stuff and try to make it their own. I remember all of that stuff because those of you who are actually helping me get to where I'm trying to go, let's go. And yes, that contract had a 1 on it. That is 1 year remaining. So that is what we've got going on here. And look, this is going to be another hilarious season, dude. If people aren't bored with the Eagles yet, don't miss the train this year, man, because it was tough last year, because then no one ever said trade Hurts and fire Howie the entire offseason. It's like, yeah, sure, dude. So look, with you guys on my side, we don't care about those people. Let them keep whining. When I have your support, I keep growing. we keep getting that right information. Look at all the people that have been able to take my cap info and make themselves look smart now. Look at all the people who just said who I would say during the draft. They're starting to learn where to find that information, man. And look, that's fine. They're all going to continue doing that. What I focus on is you supporting me. That's why I keep going. I know the entitled people are always going to get the handouts. I understand that they're going to be able to take my work. I don't care, because eventually I'm going to be working for the Eagles. And then when they take my work, it's going to be pretty plain as day that, well, they never knew what they were talking about and just imitated what I said. So duff them, dude. This is a beautiful draft. They wanted to say there was no talent in this draft. I told you we're going to get talent throughout the whole damn thing. And so far, it's been pretty amazing. And yeah, one of the greatest moments of my life was being born an Eagles fan. It's in the blood. And I'm also one of those Eagles fans that will never turn. I know a lot of the new fans came on when we won the Super Bowl, and if we're losing or it doesn't look like they wanted to, they're going to be a fan of someone else. Eagles suck. But then when we start winning, they come. That's not me. You guys know when we're losing, I'm 37 years old. I've seen hell, dude. I've been to hell and back with this team and would never turn my back. It's a new world. It's weird. I don't know. A lot of people, don't want to go through adversity, but that's why the Eagles are different. That's why diehard fans love the players that are like that, because that's what we are, dude. We don't break, man. And I love the hell out of all of you guys. So what I want is to bring you the best experience you've ever had. So with my knowledge of the game and, my craziness, I just hope that gets me in the door. Obviously, it has, and I've been able to, talk with these guys a little, but what I want is a job with them. So I told them I'm going to keep doing work and prove to you that I deserve to be working with you. So I'm going to prove it. I'm going to show it, and then that's going to happen. So speak it into existence, man. But our quarterback, we're in the catbird seat. Look, man, that was the toughest thing ever, trying to get people on board with Jalen Hurts. Whew. I'm very happy this offseason. It has been the complete opposite. Everything I tried to talk about last year was, you don't know ball. Howie's the worst GM and Hurts could never develop. And it's like, how many times I had to hear that? And it was like, dude, I get that you don't understand football, but let me talk about football, look, man, we're going to stomp everyone. So, look, it is what it is. They were sleeping on the wrong team. Now they're all going to praise Howie. They're all going to be fans of the Eagles again, and they should have been a long time ago, man. We told them. We all told them. So let them jump aboard with us. We're all riding. We're all chin high, nose in the air, walk through the town, go to the grocery store, the bar, wherever you're going. Let everybody know the Eagles are here to stay. Just like we talked about, last year. We're building something special. This isn't a one-hit wonder, and everybody, we can't even make the Super Bowl. Well, we did. Now, we unfortunately lost by 3 points with the help of the field and the refs, but I think this team is built to beat teams and refs and field guys. So whatever they try to cheat to do this year, I think we're building a team that it doesn't matter what they do. Clearly, they're always against us. Clearly, the NFL is a media business, so they can fix games and do those kind of things. And, I've seen it my whole life. It's clear as day they do. I'm not somebody that likes excuses. It's just part of the game. They're always going to cheat against the Eagles. So you have to be 10 times better. You can't just be better. You have to actually, face a team, the refs. You got to take it all on. So I'm sold for juries after that first scene. I've been sold. I'm a big fan. Hurts was a big fan. I was a big fan. Year one, you guys remember when my kid said that Hurts is better than Wentz. And I said, when he said that, I was watching the game, and that was the Packers game. And he came in, and I told him, I said, you know what? Just watching the players, how they're playing around him, I said, I think you're right. And I loved that video because we all talked about it. I was like, I think Hurts could be the future here. And man, were people pissed. Don't you talk about Carson Wentz. And then I got the inside source that he was being traded, and I told people he would never. And he got traded. And, Jalen Hurts, has been nothing short of phenomenal since he, got the starting job. And, they were bashing him his whole rookie year. And afterwards, you could never develop. And they came for me. They came for me hard. And I stood tall, man. And now look at them. They're all buying his jersey, praising him, got posters on their walls of him. I told them, bend the knee. Let's go. Let's go. And yes, we beat them. But they did cheat when I was a little kid. I watched them, 13 years before that one Super Bowl. They cheated to beat us then. So it's always going to be how it is. President Hurts also helped us lose. Hurts did not. That's one of the dumbest things I possibly ever heard. Caught you live again, Jim Howie. Yeah, for sure. Howie, a master class. Cannot believe he is continuing to be himself. Oh, wait, yes, again. I love it. It's like what you said to me. That's why I said that when you were like, I can believe you got it right again. So I appreciate you, dude. Let's see if we can go for 6 in a row next year. But, oh, my God. Let them keep hating. We'll keep educating. This is awesome. Wentz was good. Yeah, man. We all know that, but it was just funny to see people saying he wasn't get traded to me. Yeah, man, for sure. And that's what we talked about when everyone was whining about losing free agents. It's like, well, you get comp picks for that. And again, I think understanding the game would probably go a really long way for a lot of these people to get really upset about it. But I kind of feel that those people just want to be upset all the time because even when good things happen, it's bad. And they always got something stupid and whiny to say, like, well, if he didn't get hurt. And it's like, well, yeah, I hope no player gets hurt. I mean, who's rooting for their players to get hurt? What? Like, this is NFL, dog. You ever played? Everybody has a chance. Now, I never played in the NFL, but if you ever played football, bro, anybody's got a chance to get hurt. I mean, that's kind of the name of the game, but it's a new world, baby. Trade for Ringo is funny because they're basically going to be, yeah, man. Look, we talk about getting a pick that, could have been taken in those rounds. I know it's stiff hips, all that great stuff, but I'm with you, man. It's a great trade. I love it, man. So all about it. Let's go. Top G in the building. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Like, dude, this has just been like dog walking children, dude. Like, oh, that's what I was saying yesterday. Dog walking a child. Like, why would you dog walk a child? But that's what people do with leashes now, too. It's a different world. I don't know, man. But it's been awesome. The media, they go hard to hate the Eagles. And I'm going to go hard to counteract all the bullshit that they put out there. So let them keep making up stuff about the cap. And the one thing that does suck is now they get to look smart because they've been stealing my cap content. And it's like, So I do want them to learn. But at the same time, it's like, why don't you give me credit for all the work I do? But they'll never do that. They've been entitled their whole lives. So, folks like us, we got to work for everything. And hey, I'm about it, man. I'm all about that grind. I don't care. I almost died. I got to live, baby. My second chance. I'm going hard and I'm going to follow my dreams and I'm going to make it to the top, baby. I will work for the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go. Had a great time, but he did fumble. Yeah, I think that was in the second quarter. Yeah, I don't have to agree with anything dumb like that, bro. I will never agree with anything like that. Whoever told you that definitely needs to start watching some football. Healthy Swift is good. Yeah, man. Same with, Penny and Kenny and if Hurts and, all of our team is healthy in the defense. We want everyone to be healthy. So I'm with you, Dub G. This team running on all cylinders, we can steamroll people, baby. I'm ready to run through a wall, Tanya. Liz was, mentioning how I just had a video when we talked about Kelee Ringo, and I said, just stay tuned because I'll probably be right back. We're either trading for somebody or we traded for somebody. And it's kind of the guy we talked about yesterday in a video I singled out to talk about DeAndre Swift. So let them keep hating, ladies and gentlemen. But we just traded for DeAndre Swift. All we had to do was a 7th-round pick swap, give him a 4th-rounder in 2025. Let's go. And then I told you about the fact that, well, we've still got 25 picks. Now, we used 5 of those, and we've got 4 left this year, and then 9 and 7 after that. But we can do whatever the hell we want. There's somebody you like, you want to move up, do it. There's a player you like, he's willing to sign a certain extension, restructure, whatever. If you guys missed that trade show, go check it out. It's every player you're asking me about that. I have all their contract info, everything. So, yes, I appreciate those of you who do tune in and listen to what I'm saying because, look, I always have to end up repeating myself when these things actually happen, but it's like I'm trying to put out the work the best I can so that way you guys already know this stuff. I don't want anybody to be like the media and have to, rely on me to, I want you guys to be ahead of the game too. That's why I tell you, I want you to be able to walk in to your kid's school, to the grocery store, wherever you're going and be able to just dust people. When they say something stupid to you about the Eagles, I want you to be able to actually, that's not how it works. Because that's what I do to people. And man, it is always so embarrassing for them. Like I feel them just dying inside. Like, because then I'll ask them, like, all right, well, let's talk about your offensive line. That's always my favorite one. They don't even know the players on their own team, but they're going to tell me how much they know about football. Or it's the people who, like, you don't even know the people on your team. Like that. That's embarrassing. How's it going crazy? Let's go. No, they're not. And hey, look, I try to warn them. Tried to warn them. 10 points even after the fumble. Yes, we were. We were up at 10 at halftime. Everybody who knows football knows that clearly Jalen Hurts had one of the best Super Bowl performances ever. And even the Chiefs players were saying he could have won that MVP. So clearly that's somebody just listening to the wrong person. But, this team, what they relied on was the pass rush. So the Chiefs made sure to get the groundskeeper, a lifelong 98-year-old Chiefs fan, in his final game ever. They made sure he was in charge. He had 2 years to ruin that field. So what they did was they wet it every single day, making sure it was just slop. So what they did was take away the Eagles' pass rush. So that way the Eagles couldn't get to Patrick Mahomes in State Farm Stadium with the State Farm, sponsored Super Bowl. So they got to protect him. So when they took that away from us, they made another disadvantage. So we had the refs, the field. And look, we still with Jalen Hurts, and they knew Jalen Hurts, if given, a minute on the clock, was going to go down and win the Super Bowl. So they told the ref, look, you got to make something up here, something small, find it. He found it. So, hey, look, I felt after that game, even if we lose these certain people we talked about, we're going to add, I think this team is going right back to the Super Bowl. I really don't care what they say. Now we need to get, whoa, who said we don't have chemistry anymore? That's weird. Whoever said that, man, they need to watch this team. This is one of the most well put together teams ever, man. I wish these people would watch Eagles football, Steven. Whoever said that, tell them, put it down, dude. Put it down. This is why so many of the draft picks were so excited to come here. Such a great team, such great chemistry. So very excited to get these young men in to go into a team that has such great structure. They're going to easily just be able to learn from these guys. Love them. I love it. Dude, do we have any more picks? Yes, I was just showing you that, how he's flexing these last, any more picks. Did you not just see that? Okay, I'll show you again. So here for the sixth time is the remaining picks, ladies and gentlemen. So, it's going to be the last time I'm showing it. I'm going to get rolling out here when I catch the rest of the strap. Want to be ready for the next pick. But if you guys rewatch this, you'll see all of that information again if you need to see it again. But I appreciate you. If you need anything, any questions, please, 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 please. Gannon decided to sell and not blitz. That's one of the stupidest things ever. We don't blitz. We were not. Seth Joyner didn't know what he was talking about. And all the media and fans that every single week were saying, you got to blitz every play. That was not the issue. Adjustments were the issue, the motion, things like that. We got pressure. We actually had 70 sacks last season, which was like second in NFL history. First team ever to have 4 players with 10 plus sacks. So it was not really, we should have blitzed every play. It was more about how you adjust. So Sean Desai is going to be that guy. I'm all about it, baby. And don't get mad at me if the Eagles do really well on defense and I enjoy it, because I know people were pissed last year when we started doing really well. But Desai is another guy that's going to run those odd fronts. And I know people hate them. I know people hate seeing the sack records broken and all that stuff that happened last year, being number 1 in pass defense and, high in turnovers. I love that stuff. I think it's great having a good defense and a good offense. I think that is how you win a Super Bowl. My opinion, just my opinion. But look, I'm excited for Desai, all the pieces he's getting, and let people keep sleeping, man. Let them keep sleeping. And the Super Bowl Chiefs got pressure because they blitzed us. Wait, you meant the Chiefs blitzed us, then Gannon decided to sell and not blitz. And you meant the Chiefs got pressure because they blitzed us. I'm sorry, I don't understand it, how Gannon sold not blitz and the Chiefs blitz. I'm sorry, buddy. Not understand what you're saying, but let's effing go, Birds. I got to get back to this draft, though, guys. Love every one of you. Appreciate you tuning in. It's pure chaos for me on this day, okay? So I'm just trying to get this content out as quick as I can, but I love you all. Not trying to cut you short, but I got to get rolling. I'll be back in a little bit with the next pick. If you need anything, reach out. Love to hear your thoughts down below. But let's go, baby. Until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!